Okay, if you've got one of these new air wheels or solo wheels, I recommend you not using the training wheels, but just stand up, hold on to something, and get used to the balance that way by holding on. I'd also change the strap on it. I just put this thin rope with a clip on it. This clips to my belt loop, so I don't have to hold it, but it allows you to hold it tight. So if you do step off of it, you can keep it up without it falling over and getting all torn up. So to start off when you're going, you put your foot very close, as close as you can there, and I just put all my weight onto that one foot. There, now it's balanced. Just push against your shin, and then just lean forward and step on. So you always want to turn it on first, and it will tend to want to find its own place to be up and down. And then you can get used to starting off by holding on to something, getting used to the motion of it. I learned how to ride this. It took me about a week, going for about an hour every day. I went to a big grass field and just practiced holding onto the fence and starting riding there. And of course, you have to jump off or fall off it a lot, mostly jump off, and then it doesn't get torn up because you're in the grass. There's a nice flat baseball field I was on. Anyway, so once you get used to it though, I found turning sharp turns, well, first of all, it's much easier when you're moving to stay balanced. It's quite easy, like riding a bicycle. And then I just hold onto the wall and just go back and forth and get a good feel for it. You can really get a feel for it and loosen up your legs. The key is to stand up straight though. It's hard to do at first. You tend to want to bend over. But you can go back and forth, practice turning it. All the while you're holding onto the wall, so it's quite easy. It's when you let go of the wall, it becomes a lot harder. And the training wheels that come with these, I tried them. It's the only time I've actually fallen down when I had the training wheels on, because it doesn't let you lean to compensate, and so down you go. So if you want to turn sharply left, you actually push down on your right foot, and it's something that's very little on my left foot. You push down, and for some reason, it seems counterintuitive, but that makes you turn left. And likewise, when you're turning right sharply, I'm leaning. I tend to lean it way in and push down on my left toe, and that makes it go forward. So like when you're on a bike going fast, it's quite stable and easy. There's very little corrections that need to be done. When you slow down by leaning back, you find yourself having to turn a lot, like you would on a bicycle, to keep your balance. I'm exaggerating this, but if you were to stop, it's imperative to turn like that to keep your balance. You might find that even when you're starting off to over-exaggerate. Alright, these are the basics for riding the wheel. You turn it on and it will self-stabilize. And then getting started is a little hard, but we'll go over those a little bit later. I just want to ride around a little bit and show you what it can do. Don't mind my hair, I need to get it cut. Right now I have the wheel very full of air, which makes it very responsive and a little twitchy, actually hard to ride. But if you let some air out, then it becomes a lot softer. It's harder to turn the wheel, but it's a lot easier to balance. But you can start and stop quite easy. It takes a little practice. But it's easier to turn around like that with one foot on the ground, but it can be done with your feet on it. You really have to shift your weight to turn sharp like that. At least I do. And here's another feature. Instead of that big rope they give you as strap, I put this rope on right here. I usually leave it clipped to my belt, but eventually you will, especially in the beginning, you'll tend to fall, so you can hold on to this and keep it from falling over when you're riding it. You can put one hand on here and hold on to it. That way you can just jump off and it won't go tumbling and getting all scratched out. So I'm just going to ride here and turn around and go back, and we'll go over some other basics to riding this thing. It is a lot of fun once you get used to it. I'm flying! If you get good at it. There's my offspring. There, she had long hair too. They have some weird thing that makes us get big noses.